Alright, well, I'm sitting down on the ground. I didn't bring a tripod for this camera. Silly things that I gotta remember to do. I did bring my big lens and my big tripod to get some videos of bullfrogs. It is bullfrog fishing season, and I've got my trusty spider lure here that we will use for the first bullfrog. Hear him right there? All these planes make him call, but he's calling right there. We're gonna use this spider lure, and we will see if we can get him to go after it and take this bullfrog home and dissect it for you to see what they have been eating. My students recently, we were out last week and we caught one that had 2 turtles inside of it. Yep, 2 baby painted turtles. Really sad. All right, if you stick to the end of this video, the dissection video of that frog will be at the very end. All right, time to see what we can do and see if we can catch some bullfrogs today. All right, that trusty spider lure worked like a charm. There's our frog. He came out of his calling spot to come get the frog. It was really cool to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Depending on the size of the next frog, I might probably try a mouse, a little turtle. This is a homemade lure. Don't know if it'll work. It doesn't really feel very good in their mouth. Or our big red-eared slider lure. So depending on the size of the next frog, we'll try that, and we'll see what we can catch. Spider's where it's at though. Works every single time. All right, I just spotted a really big frog down there, and I know I could catch it with the spider, but I'm gonna try the little mouse. I'm gonna run the mouse across the bank and see how far up on the land I can get this frog to come. And it would be really cool to see if he'll come up on land to eat a mouse. That was awesome. Yes, that was awesome. This big old beast came up on land to grab the mouse. Incredible. That's a big frog. Big frog. All right, I spotted another frog down here. It's really tough. You see how thick of vegetation this is. I've got the camera set up, and we'll just see if I can catch it. I'm gonna try the mouse lure again. I can't get it near the frog, but hopefully the frog will come over to it. Give me good luck here. See if we can do this. All right, that mouse lure worked again. Look at it, he swallowed the whole thing. Completely swallowed it. Another big bullfrog right here calling at me. So let's see if I can catch another one. I'm gonna switch lures depending on how big it is. But all right, that big male bullfrog that we just heard is tucked way back there. It took me forever to find him, but I finally found him. I don't know what lure. I think I just have to do the spider lure to see if I can get him, because the other ones, it's just I want to catch him, and it's in a really hard spot. You'll see. All right, this camera's pointed at where I'm gonna try and catch him, but he's in that thick stuff. And I just don't know if I'll be able to get him to come out of the water to get this, but we'll try. My other camera is way too close, so we'll just be it will definitely be, if I do get him to catch it, it will be the mouth biting the lure. That's all you're gonna see. Not having a tripod sucks, but look at that. That spider lure never fails. He came from 6 feet away just to eat that spider. Love it. God, it's amazing. All right, I'm sitting down again because I didn't bring a tripod. But yeah, I caught 4 bullfrogs, 2 on spiders, 2 on the rats or mouse. Time to head back to the lab to see what they have in their bellies. And this concludes the field portion of this video. Remember, if you want to see the dissection of the frog that had the 2 turtles in it, wait till the end. All right. All right, we're back at the lab now, and I've got our frogs here, and it's time to dissect them. So we caught these. You guys watched me catch them. You saw how this one went after, this is that big one that we caught, and it went after the mouse. This one also went after the mouse. These 2 were caught using the spider lure. So we're gonna start down here. We're gonna move our way in, and we're gonna record what these things ate, what is inside their belly. So to do that, I flip them over. I make a small incision here. I cut up there, and what I love about bullfrogs, and this is amazing, is they have 6-pack abs. You see that? See their abs? They have 6-packs. Look at that. Yep. All right. So 6-pack abs, and then I'm going to snip through their 6-pack abs because we got to get to the stomach, and there will not be any blood because the heart isn't working anymore, right? So if the heart's not pumping, there is no more blood. All right. Well, there's the stomach. This one doesn't look like it has much in its stomach. Let's try and remember to keep our ewes to ourselves for a bit until we're all done. I'm gonna snip out the stomach. I'll move her to the side. I've already weighed and measured her. So this one was 137 millimeter snout vent length, and she weighed 216 grams. All right, here we go. We'll cut open the stomach and see what's inside. I don't think there's anything inside. This is a boy, sorry. I don't think there's anything inside this one's stomach, and look at that, empty. There's a little leftover remains of, oh, who knows, you can't even tell, but empty. And that makes sense that a boy's stomach would be empty, because what's he doing right now? He's calling. He's calling, he's trying to find a mate. So he's like, why eat when I have to call and defend my territories all the time? And so that makes sense why his stomach was empty. So we need to put on our data sheet, empty. And males this time of year have empty stomachs, but come July and August, their stomachs aren't empty anymore. But this one, I can already feel something inside its stomach. So we'll do the same thing we did before. We'll cut up there, so we have the skin open, and then we gotta cut open the abdominal cavity. That just means the stomach cavity. And then we'll pull out the stomach, and look, I can already see that this thing has things in its stomach. Oh, super cool, look at that. That is a parasite. These things are covered in worms. This is a little worm that is a nematode, and that means roundworm. Oh man, I love parasites, so it's kind of cool to see parasites inside the stomachs of these guys. I don't know the life cycle of that parasite. I need to figure that out. All right, we'll put this one back over there, and then we'll check out what's in this one's stomach. Snip down from the... Oh man, look at that. He has isopods, roly-polies. And so we will, oh, and there's a little a grub or like a dark-winged beetle larvae. So I'm going to put them down here and we'll count out how many we have of each. So there's one of each, 2 isopods, 1 larvae, beetle larvae. We have 3 isopods, 4 isopods, 5 isopods on a leaf, 6 isopods, 7 isopods, and then a rock. He has a rock in his belly, 7 isopods, and other things are rocks and leaves. So leaves in his belly, that's pretty incredible. They eat them by accident, so they are not omnivores. Bullfrogs are strictly carnivores as adults, but occasionally, of course, there was even a rock in this one, because as they're flipping out their tongue, catching their prey, all those little isopods, they pick up dirt and things like that. So that's pretty cool. So that one had, how many isopods did I say? 7 isopods and a beetle larva. That's right. So 7 isopods, 1 beetle larvae.
Wow.
All right, next one. This is another even bigger one. We keep going up, bigger size. I can't wait to see what she has in her belly. What do you guys think? Yeah. All right, let's do the same thing we did before. Make our snips, and we grab out the stomach. Uh-oh, where is the stomach? There it is. Oh my goodness, is it full of things? This one, its stomach is going to, oh, another nematode, another worm. So these things are heavily parasitized, lots of parasites in them. I'm gonna have to spend some time this summer figuring out what that nematode is, which exactly one it is. I think this one has only been eating isopods. Look at them, they're falling out of the stomach as I'm cutting it open. There's one, that looks like a little bit of plant matter. Uh-oh, 2, 3. So they're just falling out of the stomach as I haven't even cut it open yet. This has so many isopods in there. The other name for isopods that a lot of people know is roly-poly. That's a type of crustacean. They're not from North America. They're from Europe, and they were introduced here a long time ago. And I've been catching them my whole life, and so they've been here a long, long time. I'm old. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 now, 5 in a leaf, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, looks like 14 so far. Nothing else but isopods inside this one's stomach. Uh-oh, what's that? Nope, that's nothing. Let me cut down the rest of the way. It's getting slippery, so I gotta touch my paper towel so it doesn't get so slippery here. Let's just keep going. Keep going, and we'll get down to looks like there's 2 more inside of it. Yep. 1. Uh-oh, what's that? Nope, it is an isopod. So 2 more isopods. How many that makes?
16.
16 isopods. Wow, that's incredible. So we'll put those back on this stomach here. I'm going to take some pictures later of all the stomach contents. That's something I do. I lay them out on a piece of white paper and take pictures so we can see all the cool stuff in it. I need to touch the paper towel before I write down on here. 16 isopods. That was it. Think isopods are important for bullfrogs?
Yeah.
They are. They're what they're eating. Maybe there's nothing else. Maybe there's so many bullfrogs, there's nothing else. All right, now time for our big girl. She went after a mouse. It was a fake mouse, but just think about that. They eat mice in the wild just like it's nothing. They love them. Remember how I was talking to these kids earlier about the eggs. See, that's the ovary, and that's where all the eggs are gonna come from. And so she might lay up to 20,000 eggs, which is just insane. You think her stomach has anything in it? Look how big that stomach is. She has got lots of things in there. All right, let's go. Snip, 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 snip. Oh, another one of those nematodes. These guys have parasites all in them. It's crazy. All right, wow. I don't even know how to begin to cut this one. I'm going to start at this end this time. Snip, if I can get my scissors in. Because I want to cut this all the way open because I think she's got lots of things inside her belly. Let's find out. She has a dragonfly, and she has a vole. Do you see that? That is a vole. You see its skull? You can see the skull of it, and it's digesting. And she had eaten a mouse. I tried to catch her with a mouse, and she had already eaten a mouse. So the second thing that she was going to eat, and there's the dragonfly's head. And so she catches dragonflies, and here's the. Let's see if she has anything else in here. That's the dragonfly's body and a lot of vegetation. And then look at that. It's a half decomposed vole. Wow. That's incredible that she ate something that big. She's eating voles out there. They're catching them and eating them. So she took a meal from a bull snake. That should have been inside the belly of a bull snake instead. All right. That is what we have. So we have a vole and a dragonfly inside of her, which is crazy. All right, so we saw that out of these 4 frogs, most of them are eating isopods. That's something that we're learning about it as we dissect more and more. The isopods are a really important food source for them. But the big one ate a vole. And so that is another ecosystem impact that that bullfrogs are having, is they're having it on the native mammal community that doesn't even live in the water. But voles come down and will get close to the water and kind of swim a little bit, put their feet in, but they aren't actually out there swimming like a fish, but they are impacting the mammal community on land as well. All right, super cool. One dragonfly. You guys were awesome. You guys were super awesome.
Where does it
Their brains are about the size of a pea.
Oh, that's small.
So it's not, yeah, it's pretty small, but if you get right in the right spot, you can. Look at those abs, man.
Bro,
These guys are just built.
So strong.
those guys are buff.
You could still snap their neck with one twist.
Oh, yeah.
There's lung still has air in it. Remember this one? Was this the one making noise? No, that was another one, right? So isn't that cool? That's one lung.
Cool.
And look at here, here's the other lung.
Ugh.
So there's their lungs.
Whoa.
That is
One is so puppy.
disgusting.
Look, there's a parasite. They're covered in these worms. And let's find out
If there's a snake in here, I swear.
what this guy has in his belly.
This has already been too good.
If it has a snake, I'm going to be sad.
It's pretty massive.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Snakes are beautiful.
It has
Uh-oh.
something orange.
Uh-oh.
What is
Baby turtle.
No.
Holy smokes.
That's so
What did I just get done telling you?
Baby turtle.
2 baby turtles.
No. This was a massacre. We must get.
Oh my goodness.
No wonder his tummy.
They're painted turtles. 2 baby painted turtles.
How strong are the shells?
They're soft shells and isopods
And a snail.
and a snail.
Hey, you're a man. You shouldn't be eating that.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 isopods, a snail. Oh, 5,
still breathing.
6. No, it's not. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 isopods, a snail, and 2 turtles. Oh,
You killed
10,
you
9,
killed the murderer.
9, 10,
think of it
11
that way.
isopods, and 2 turtles.
Yeah,
How?
those are really
Ah!
Wait, those
Makes me so
shells-
angry.
Those shells are really squishy.
We didn't catch it in time.
Darn it.
Look at how squishy those shells are.
This one was over there, right?
Yes.
Look at how squishy those shells are.
Yeah, the shells are very soft.
It was right.